got you, Sard.
Oh, okay, thank you. Hello, listeners. This is Blessed Radio. This is a spiritual discussion program. And apologies, we got disconnected. I think the internet went down for us. So we are back now. Gregory, myself, Saad, and Blessed Radio live. Hopefully you can hear us now. Yes, so, and just to remind you, the topic we're discussing tonight is the kingdom of God is within us. The kingdom of God is within us. You are welcome to ask any questions or give any comments. By contacting us on our UK number, which is 07939 641 958. And if you're outside of UK, it is 0044 79 39 641 958. Again, you can call, text, or use WhatsApp. And we are broadcasting on blessradio1, the number 1.com. And you can also listen to us on YouTube. Go to youtube.com and type in the search box Bless Radio 1, again the number 1, space live stream. That's for the live show. And you can also listen to the recording of this show on YouTube the next day. Again, go to youtube.com and type in the search box Bless Radio 1, again the number 1, space Grail message, space the topic of the show, which tonight is the kingdom of God is within us. And of course you can listen to our previous shows as well on YouTube. Thirdly, we're broadcasting on Zeno, ZENO.FM / Bless Radio 1. That's the number 1. And if you are interested in knowing more about the Grail message or want to get a copy of the Grail message, you can go to this website, which is www.grailmessage.com. I'll spell that, www.grail, message, MESSAGE.com. Now, Gregory, as we've been talking about the intuition, where, let's say, we are not operating with our intuition as we are supposed to be. Now, how could that happen, Gregory? Because as you know, Gregory, we have said it many times, everything has come into existence through the laws of nature, including us. And, you look at the animals, you look at the plants looking so beautiful, and the animals, how they're active, living, you could say, in harmony, except when we seem to come in touch with them and, they even destroy the environment and even those animals and plants. So what is it different, Gregory, with us as human beings who have come through nature as well, that somehow, we can't use our intuition and, and do these harmful things?
The question you have asked is pertinent. In nature, or in creation, whatever feature is granted the human personality, if it is not used aright, then that feature the effectiveness of that feature is grossly diminished. And that is the case of man. For when the intuition, the pictures rendered by the intuition are not adhered to, are not appreciated, but however, the pictures or the impressions, the limited pictures of the frontal brain are held onto, whilst at the same time ignoring the vibrant pictures of the intuition, then in all naturalness, the likelihood is that the personality subjects itself to the limitations of the pictures it has picked up in the frontal brain. Then that becomes a challenge, for it's unable to have a long-term view, and that is self-inflicted. However, if it uses the intuition aright, which comes through personal observation of events, then again and again, before long, it will have adjusted itself to responding to the pictures without words. And having adjusted itself, it will then know how to apply it aright here in the world of matter or here on earth. In that case, it need not fear anything, because it's able to perceive of the pictures which has been granted it in order to live here or hereafter.
Thank you, Gregory, for this answer. And, because it really is, crucial to our successful, living, in this kingdom of the Almighty. If we have some deficiency, or like you say, I've forgotten the exact word that you used, but I've forgotten the exact word, but it was like where you are not applying your abilities fully, and obviously when you do that, you will never achieve the full results that can be a potential that we have. And then as I was saying, the animals and the plants, they keep going in beautifully and staying in harmony and looking after this, but we somehow go into this destructive mode, and not only for us human beings, but also you could say other exist creatures with quite a devastating impact. Even right now, sorry, we hear about the climate change and of our, human footprint that we have, in the last few hundred years, how much we have. It's not even a couple of hundred years, it's even less than that. Dramatic changes have happened, and the climate, as we know, in the last few weeks, how hot it is in Europe, hotter than, we have experienced for many years. So this is rapid changes going on. Of course, it was built over time. But if you don't know how to use your ability, then that's how catastrophic things can become. Maybe, Gregory, we should look at that. What's the danger um, you know, the final, I mean, yes, we have nuclear bomb and so on, we can kill ourselves, in masses of numbers, but what's the ultimate, you could say, devastation for us if we are not, using our abilities aright?
Before too long, one should know that the world of matter being temporal, that world of matter will undergo disintegration. And unless the human personality is able to sever itself and arise away from that which is temporal, then the risk is very high that not being able to sever itself and rise, it will perish along with the disintegration in the case of the world of matter, which world of matter itself is temporal. For it comes into existence, into being, it matures, fructifies, it gets to what would one say over maturity, and then it disintegrates to its primeval substances and subsequently to reassemble these primeval substances afresh to build up. Whereas those who have matured in accordance with the will of the Lord in creation, which will manifest as the laws of creation, or more specifically, the laws of nature, those who have matured accordingly are able to sever themselves and rise accordingly back home, or towards back home, as self-conscious human spirit, where they do not undergo disintegration, but are able to live in accordance with this will, where they are able to sow happiness and reap happiness in abundance. Happiness in accordance with the virtues which they have cultivated, where wisdom begets wisdom, humility begets humility, compassion begets compassion. These, again and again, are the features of virtues which they themselves have allowed to come to fruition.
Thank you for that, Gregory. Can I ask this? If we, let's say, get stuck or in trouble, uh, you know, in our striving, uh, for, you could say, liberation of our spirit, uh, should we turn to prayer?
What many refer to as prayer only means that they can move away from their everyday activities and ask for help or ask for clarity or for power. But to do such only means that one is able to work with one's intuition. If one is unable to awaken one's intuition in so-called prayer, then it is not prayer. It is an intellectual babbling of words which lack the intuition, which trigger the forces in nature, in creation, to enable streams of power which the human personality seeks to strengthen it or to provide clarity. So prayer, in which, in quotes, the intuition is not involved, is of no consequence.
Thank you for that, Gregory. We've come to the end of the show tonight, listeners. The topic we discussed tonight was the kingdom of God within us, which is a quote from Jesus when the Pharisees asked him, when is the kingdom of God coming? And hopefully we've been able to show you that the kingdom of God is so wide and so highly not all encompassing, it may not be the word, but encompasses such a big world that we are maybe not even conscious of it. So we just recommend to everyone to pick up the Grail message and allow their spirit to read the words and absorb them, and that will help in getting answers about what is this kingdom of God which is within us. So I would like to read now from the forward of the Grail message, which is titled For Your Guidance. The bandage falls and belief becomes conviction. Liberation and redemption lie only in conviction. I'm addressing earnest seekers only. They must be able and willing to examine this matter objectively. Religious fanatics and irresponsible enthusiasts may hold aloof, for they are detrimental to the truth. As for the malevolent and prejudiced, they shall find their sentence in the very words. The message will strike only those who still carry within them a spark of truth and the yearning to be true human beings. To all such it will become the shining light and staff. It will lead them unswervingly out of all the chaos of the present day confusion. The following word does not bring a new religion, but is intended as the torch to help all serious listeners or readers find the right path, which leads them to the longed-for height. Only he who bestirs himself can advance spiritually. The fool who uses extraneous aids for this, in the form of ready-made opinions of others, only walks his path as if on crutches, while ignoring his own healthy limbs. But the moment he boldly uses all the abilities which lie dormant within him, awaiting his call to help in his ascent, he is employing the talent entrusted to him in accordance with his Creator's will, and will easily overcome all obstacles that seek to divert him. Therefore awake, Genuine faith lies only in conviction, and conviction comes solely through an inflexible weighing and examining. See that you're truly alive in the wonderful creation of your God, Uptrushin. And dear listeners, if you want to get a copy of the Grail message or want to get more information on the Grail message, you can go to this website, which is www.grailmessage.com. Gregory, is there anything you'd like to say to the listeners to say goodbye?
Wishing them a very beautiful week.
Thank you so much. And same from me, listeners. We'll be back as usual next Tuesday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. UK time with another topic. And I just want to apologize again for the gap we had just about, I think it was about 7-8 minutes we lost after 6:30 p.m. So apologies for that. Hopefully it'll be fine for next time. All the best, everyone. God bless. Good night.